Hey guys, what's up? It's Falcon Punch 9077, a future sailor in the United States Navy. This video is about the DEP process and the Meps process and your asvab process, just anything that you do before you go to boot camp. I DEP'd in June 13th, 2011. And I go to boot camp January 3rd, 2012. So obviously I've got a little bit of a wait, which is no problem. But just been searching through videos on YouTube and just trying to find some just good tips for boot camp or whatever. But this ain't for boot camp because obviously I can't give tips because I haven't gone to boot camp yet. But I'm gonna give you some tips before you go to boot camp, what I'm doing, and I'm being pretty successful at it. But I talked to my recruiter of May of 2011, the end of my senior year, because I'm 18 years old. And yeah, I talked to my recruiter, thought it was pretty cool, the whole deal. The U.S. Navy sounds like a pretty fucking cool deal. Travel the world, see the world, get the fuck out of. I live in Kansas City, Missouri, heartland, you know what I mean? I haven't seen shit, so I want to get the fuck out of the United States and just see the world, get a good education, which is a lot of people what they do. So but during the process of it, I used to play football. I played offensive lineman, so I'm pretty big, but I was really fucking big. I was about 250. Yeah, I was about 250, and just getting out of high school and stuff like that. So the first thing that I had to do was lose a little bit of weight, which isn't that hard because I was playing tennis a lot. Don't ask me why I played tennis, but I played tennis because it's a fun sport. But I played tennis and ran a little bit, but nothing too serious. But I took my asvab, my practice asvab, and I did really shitty at it. I'm not gonna lie, I got like a 30 on my practice asvab score. So my recruiter said go up to a bookstore and get something like an asvab study guide. That's what I did. I got asvab for dummies, and it worked out really well for me. Actually, I scored outstanding on my asvab. I got a 68 on it, so I raised my score 38 points, which was really good. So I got above the bare minimum of which is around 50, give or take. So I got a 68, so I got a really good score. But asvab, don't rush the test. Just don't freak out. It's very nerve-wracking. I mean, I hate taking tests, and it's, don't rush it. Don't overthink it. I mean, it's pretty simple, honestly. It's just math, arithmetic, shit like that. Just shit you learn. Just study on it, brush up, whatever. You'll do good. But definitely invest $20 in a study book. Worked out really well for me. I'm not smart. I'm far from smart, but I did really good on it. I scored really high on it. So do that. Meps process is shitty. I'm not gonna lie. It's fucking sucks. Pretty much you get there badass early in the morning. I woke up around 4. I had to be there at like 4:30 in the morning, so I got there about 4. I get there, a little tip, what you don't want to do is drink pop and eat junk food before you go off to Meps. Eat a good breakfast, because since I didn't do that, I actually got almost kicked out of the Meps process because my pulse was too high because I drank a 44 ounce of Coke, and that was not cool. Don't do that. Ate some Burger King cinnamon rolls. No, don't do that. Don't eat that. Eat some cereal, eat a banana, eat some apples. Eat something that's good for you that will pick you up. So drink water, drink juice, drink orange juice. Don't drink pop. But you get to Meps, they just test everything. They test your eyes, ears, teeth, joints, feet, just a general physical. Girls, you do your thing. Guys, Sucks, but we do our things. It's awkward, not gonna lie, that part is awkward. But you get out of the physical part, and if you're accepted, you go to the Navy classifier, and depending on your score on your asvab, you get a choice of jobs. I got about 10 choices of jobs, but on my wish list, I just basically said I didn't want to be on a sub. Sorry, don't want to be on a sub. No offense to people who are on sub, because all of my future sailors or whatever I'm going to be sailing with, they're all great people, but submarines are fucking crazy. I don't want to be in a hole this big. But I got aviation electronics. I'll be at NAS Pensacola after I get out of boot camp. But just, the classifier does listen to you. I mean, you probably won't get the job that you want, but he'll try to get it close. Like one of my friends wanted to be a welder. He got something that has like a UT or something like that. He just basically knows everything about a house, electricity, plumbing, shit like that. I mean, it's a good career option for sure. But one thing that, you know, since a lot of people, I mean not a lot of people, but some people that are probably looking around are more people like, you know, who are getting close to your 22, 23, 24, 25% body fat. If you're in that boat, don't just whenever you get out, just start PTing with your recruiter. Just PT, because what I did is I got lazy and I got fat. I gained like 10 pounds and I was like back to like 238. When I depped in at 226, so yeah, I gained some weight, ashamed of that, but then I got my ass kicked in the gear. Well, Chief helped, he threatened to attrite me, but no, that fucking sucked, so I was like, I'm gonna get the ball rolling on this. So I PT'd, did some workouts, went to recruiter, just PT'd with them, watched what I ate. Now I'm down to 220, rocking the 21% body fat. Even though my head is fucking big and you can only see my head, but don't worry, I'm not lying to you. But PT your ass off, just in general. I plan on, you know, dieting hardcore since I leave in January. I'll probably diet hardcore right after Thanksgiving. And just lose some more weight. I want to be down to 215, 210, and if I get out of boot camp, I want to be about 200. I think that's an easy, attainable goal. So that's my goal. Hopefully, my goal inspires other people. But definitely, if you're like in the heavier, like if you're heavier, just PT, run. I mean, if you run, that's good. Do some push-ups, sit-ups, stuff like that. But definitely use your recruiter as a PT. To PT, because he knows he knows what's going on. So he dropped my ass down into weight, so I know he can you. Another tip is study your general orders, study your sailor's creed. Just study everything you need to know about the Navy. Go on YouTube, look at videos. I mean, those videos are very informative, especially the people who just got out of boot camp. They'll tell you, you know, exactly what the fuck happened, not some watered down one that Navy puts in, even though that's informative too, but they experienced it and they're not censored. So just get everything you need to know. I mean, be like a 3-year-old, absorb all, your mind's like a sponge, absorb everything. But yeah, so if you got any questions about the DEP process or Meps or asvab study questions, I'll be glad to help. Just drop me a line, and then if you want to go ahead and give me some tips about boot camp, I'm very grateful for them, no matter what it is. Even if it is like, you know, I don't know, don't fucking shit at 3 o'clock. Just any tips would be excellent. So just drop me a line if you have any questions about DEP process. I plan on making a video about boot camp whenever I get out of boot camp, and then I will do like a final farewell before I go off to boot camp, so that way you can see me or whatever, keep you guys posted and shit like that. But definitely drop me a line if you want to talk or whatever. I'm all ears. So deuces, guys, and hopefully to hear from you soon. All right.